Welcome to Tycoon Plays Railroad Tycoon 2 Platinum. All right, hi, this is Tycoon and welcome to Series 1, Episode 6B as we continue playing Crossing the Great Divide. So just as a quick review, we set up, basically we started out with some passenger lines right down here to get us funded. Then we expanded out this way and worked our way all the way out to Vancouver. And then we built track that went all the way up, took advantage of the infrastructure we'd built, came across like this, and went all the way to Halifax and started running little one-passenger trains back and forth between Halifax and Vancouver, because that's one of our tasks. So we've got everything under control right now. We've done pretty much everything. I believe at this point, let's buy some more stock. We are debt-free, if I am not mistaken. Yes, we just went through, in the last episode, the process of closing tons of bonds. So we're now debt-free. We did that because we want our equity to be as high as possible. Equity, of course, is your equity or your book value of your companies, the sum of your assets minus the sum of your liabilities. We had a ton of debt, so we took that away. And then we look at our assets and it says we get credit for the cash that we have, for the buildings we own. Land rights is just the access rights. It doesn't amount to much in this map. Track that we've laid, trains that we're running, and any industries that we own. And of course, right now we don't own any. We've done everything with passengers and mail. But what we want to do now is build up this equity to 50 million as quickly as we can to get our gold medal, or however, to win gold. So that being said, obviously we just want to have more and more income, right? That's just naturally, and we want to have own more and more stuff. So we're going to start doing some industry stuff in addition to the passengers and mail, and build our book value and be done with this. And it's not difficult. So what are we going to do? I think what I'd like to do is find a spot. Let's just look at our handy dandy overview map here. Let's first think about steel. Coal, iron, steel. All right, so if I click on these and kind of lock them, then we can see there's a lot of iron over here. Just out like around Winnipeg and down through there. There's actually a steel mill here in Winnipeg, actually, and there's one, there's one over here in Minneapolis, St. Paul, over in the United States. Now, steel is produced here. If we bring iron into this, we can produce steel just with the iron. We don't even need the coal. But I'm looking for customers of steel. If you're going to, okay, now here's a customer for steel. This guy right here is a tool and die factory. We can produce goods with steel. Now, the interesting thing about how the game works is that these factories can literally produce however much you can bring them. So if we had 5 train loads carrying 3 each, 15 steel suddenly show up here, one right after the other, it would produce 15 goods. So we could take any one of these, target that, drive steel at it from all over the place, and create lots of goods that we can then go out and sell to the rest of the world. That's one approach we could take. I kind of like hauling all the coal and iron to the steel mills rather than just getting it from the ports, although we can do that as well, just to get the revenue from the iron and coal moving in. So why don't we... and we don't want to haul these a fair distance. That's better than short distances. But we could target. That's not a bad one. Where is that? That's wherever that little city is. What is that? North Battleford. We could target that little tool and die factory there, create goods, and then sell them all over the place. And the goods are... what's their base price? 42,000. So they're worth 42,000 a piece. We could ship them all over the place, like I said. Food's worth 49. Food's worth actually even a little more. What's steel? Steel's worth 35. It's not as good. Iron's 28. The coal. I don't want to analyze this to death, but it is nice to think a little bit. Coal's 28. So we could make money hauling coal and iron to steel, hauling steel to the goods, and hauling the goods all over the place. And that would just kind of push us all over the top right there. So why don't we look at that? Why don't we get a station down here in North Battleford, and we could see how big a station we need. Look at that. A medium train station will pick up all the housing and that industry. So let's put that there. And let's go ahead and deck this one out with all the basics and the customs and post and all that stuff. And we're going to be hauling goods. Is there something? Yeah, now here we go. The warehouse helps us with goods. We'll put a warehouse in. So what will happen there is the goods will wait for us longer here before they decay out and they're not available to pick up. So that'll buy us some time here with our goods at that station. So there we go. Need $5.91 to do all that. Let's let it run for a moment. Let's get a little bit more so we can kind of do everything we need to do. All right, let's go. All right, so now let's deck out this station. Roundhouse, warehouse, hotel, water and sand, customs, post office, saloon, large restaurant, telegraph poles. All right, then let's buy this tool. I don't have the money for it. Doggone it. Let's see, can we lay track at least? I'm not sure we can. Let's try laying track. We don't have any money. Run, keep running. Get us some more money. I don't want to do bonds again. We spent all that time getting rid of our debt, and we don't really need it. We've got a pretty good income going here. We should be able to raise money quickly. All right, so now let's go here, out like so, turn that way and that way. And let's just take a quick look at where we stand. It's 1881, and our value's 24 million. So we need 26 million, and we've got till 1896. We've got 15, 16 years to get that done. I don't think we'll have a problem. So what did we say? Oh, this is where we want our steel. So prior to that, I guess I should have thought about, what do we do the steel mill here in Minneapolis? Would that be good? Yeah. All right, let's haul coal and iron to that steel mill in Minneapolis, and then have the steel carried to North Battleford, and then we can bring goods back. At least one of the trains can bring goods back to Minneapolis, and then we can distribute the rest of it other places. Okay, yeah. All right, so what do we got? We've got iron right here. We've got some iron. Oh, and we got this right here. Look at this nice little cluster here that has a lot of dairy. Let's stick with the steel. We could build a station here, look at this. Large station here would pick up some cattle, 3 dairy, and an iron. So good question would be, why wouldn't you do that? Yeah, why wouldn't you do that? Now this one will need the basics, but not the passenger enhancement stuff. And let's go like that. And I'd like to come, looks a little weird, but I'd like to catch it so it could go over this way or that way. Okay. And out of here, well, first thing we can do is start hiring or hauling. What is that called? I think it's that, yeah. Now, iron weighs 25 tons. If we haul 4, that's 100. That's a little more than, yeah, let's just do 4. 4 will be our goal. Is everything 25? Well, that's 30 tons. Iron weighs less than cattle. That's interesting. 30. Let's do everything off of 3 so I'll be consistent. We'll haul 3. That's 90 tons, and that equals what we're hauling on our full passenger mail lines. So they should be able to move at the same speed. So we're going to take this to Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we're going to come back nice and empty. Okay, that's one. Now we've also, let's buy that. Do we want to buy it? Now let's hold off on buying the industries. Let's just run the freight and save that money we would have spent on that, on buying them. Save that money for just investing and getting more stuff going first. Now this right here, we can actually run this little guy right here too. Kind of weird, but we can run this. If we just put a station right there, sand, water, telegraph, and we'll stick with double track since it adds to our value anyway. Keep running. Oh, I think that's a mistake right there. Hold on. Yeah, I caught that when I was editing. I've got this Halifax to Vancouver. What is he doing down there? He should have kept going straight. Why in the world would he come down there? There must have been some delay. I can't force him to do the right thing, I guess. All right, there, we're building up some money. Let's go down here. It really didn't need to be double track, as I said. Let's put a train down here, and it's going to haul iron and be full. Okay. And then let's just grab, oh, well, right here's some more iron. Let's grab it. Put a small station in. Palmer and Garrett. We're in a recession. That's why the money's so slow. Let's see what the Palmer and Garrett bring us. Let's buy some more stock. And we've got Crampton. Palmer. Higher coal revenue. Cheaper track. And this guy's electric stuff. Well, it is track building, which is nice, but Yeah, we're done with that, I think. Higher, 50% higher coal revenue. Is that really better than having everybody go faster? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's run a consolidation from here to here. Always full. Okay. So we've got iron coming from 3 places, and we need to start getting some coal headed down there. Let's look for coal. The coal is down here, which is fine. Let's find a good spot where we can grab a bunch. Right down here, I think it looks like we could grab a bunch of it, especially with a large station like right. That would pick up 3 of them. You really don't need a large station. I mean, well, yeah, it is better. If you're going to put the other stuff on it, we'll put telegraph pole, custom sanding, water, roundhouse. And we'll buy these coal mines. I said I wasn't going to do this, and there I go buying them. And then we're going to set up a line that runs, I think we're just going to run this one like straight across like this. And have it run in like so. I want to go to the better bridges. There we go. All right, from here, we're going to do consolidation here to here. We'll run three coal to Minneapolis. 1, at least a couple of trains, maybe more. Yeah, maybe another one. Okay, that's going to start getting us some coal. And while we're on it, we can just go right here to this small station right there. Sand, water, telegraph, and set up a line that goes from here to here. Run full. So we got coal coming in here. We'll buy that. And then we're going to start shipping that coal to, let's see, we want a consolidation. We want to go to Minneapolis, and we want to go out here to North Battleford and ship that steel, 75, 100. We'll do 100. We'll do it like that. And then we'll go to here and we'll pick up goods. What do they weigh? Yeah, we'll do 4 of those and bring those back. And then we'll get another one that is we'll get another one that goes somewhere else. So they'll go to North Battleford, they'll get the goods, and then they'll take them to Winnipeg. And from Winnipeg, we'll clear it out. Okay. And let's see how much steel, when all these trains start hitting. We've got coal and iron pouring into Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we should see steel heading out here. I gotta stop it for a second. I gotta see what these are. Okay, that is steel. Oh, okay, yeah, it looks like steel when you get closer to it. Okay, so we've got steel heading out. And what do we got? And we got more here. So let's do another one. Consolidation. Pick up that steel, go to North Battleford, and then go to Toronto, I think. Go to Toronto. And when you're in Toronto, you can see if there's any passengers that might like to come back to Minneapolis. Which reminds me that from Winnipeg, there's no reason we can't pick up some passengers that might want to go to Minneapolis. Okay. There, now we got ourselves a profitable steel mill. And look at this, forgot to hook in Duluth into this whole thing. I think there's some coal right here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Let's run a train from Regina. We'll run 3 to Minneapolis. Pick up steel. Take it to North Battleford. And they might have passengers there, so just in case, you can take them to Regina, which does take passengers. Yes, it does. Oh, wait. Do they take goods? Yes, they do. Never mind. Clear that. Take 3 goods instead. So we're picking up coal, taking it to Minneapolis, taking steel to North Battleford, and then picking up goods and taking those to Regina. So that's an excellent line right there. Kind of looking for anything else that looks like coal or steel that could use it as well. There's coal out here. They could probably use goods in the pass. Yeah, we can do that. We could put a line out here. Might take a bigger station. Yeah, maybe a large station out here in the pass. Pick up that coal mine. Let's just deck these guys out. Telephone, large, 2. Okay. Run double track. In here like this. And we can have a train here that goes from the pass, gets coal, goes to Minneapolis, St. Paul, gets steel, goes to North Battleford, gets goods, and La Pass doesn't demand goods. But you know what? We're just going to run that. We'll sell them for maybe less money, but they will eventually demand goods. And we can run a line from the pass, a passenger line, while we're at it. To somewhere, maybe even to Minneapolis. Yeah, Minneapolis looks good. And make sure they're at least half full. Buy some more stock. We're at 34 million. We were at 29 and 82, 32 and 83. So far we're at 34 this year, and that's in April, so we're looking good here. We should be making some money on all this steel and goods and all that kind of stuff. And this thing should be making money. Oh, let's buy it. And what else we got going? I don't know. That's probably enough. Are we leaving steel here? Yeah, there's still steel. There is still steel here. Is there another well, no, let's just keep running it to the same place. If we build goods there, then we can take them to Edmonton, for example. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a train that goes Minneapolis, picks up steel. I think we're running 4, aren't we? No, 3. And then goes to North Middleford, picks up goods, goes to Edmonton Junction. They don't demand goods. Doggone it. Who demands goods? Prince George. We'll take them to Prince George, and we'll come out of here with 1 passenger because of that hill. We'll just bring 1 passenger back if you've got it. So you're going to be full. Go to North Battleford, go to Prince George, come back with 1. That should be a good line. That should be a good run. Okay. Steel shortages. Recent popularity of steel use in construction causes drop in availability and increase in price by 50%. I like it. Look at all this steel. Let these trains clear out and make sure they're not okay, we got a ton of steel in Minneapolis, St. Paul, which we can sell at a great price. We just found out. We could haul it to North Battleford and then haul goods to Ottawa and Quebec and Sault Ste. Marie. Do they demand goods? They do. Let's do a Sault Ste. Marie one. Sault Ste. Marie, Sault Ste. Marie. Oh, look at all those passengers. Goodness gracious. Full, whatever. That's a good one. And then we'd like to do Ottawa. And let's fix Ottawa so it's an easier hookup. Like that. And let's do one that does Ottawa. Yeah, why not? Consolidation that goes to Ottawa. And we could easily go to Montreal and Quebec. Let's go like this. Go around the hill. All right. Let's set up one that goes to Montreal. And let's set up one more that goes to Quebec. And go. Let's see, what's our value now? 36. And we went up 4. And we've got like 11 more years to go. We're in good shape. We're just going to just drive this steel as far as we can drive it. Okay, there's none there right now. Recent increases in steel manufacturing caused prices to fall and production to raise. I don't think that means we're going to raise more. I think it just means our prices are falling. Buy stock. Okay, what's our value now? It's only 36. Well, it went up 4 more million. Okay, I got, look at all that steel. My goodness. Okay, I need another customer for steel. Or just push more and more goods. I never really look over here. Let's see what this side looks like. Okay, annual report. We're 39. We got like 9 more years to go. We'll just keep pushing the steel. We could do something else. You could just keep doing this. I mean, we could run steel from another plant. We could set up food. We could haul the. Actually, we could buy that, and run dairy. From here to Ottawa, run milk. Run 3 milk. Got to be full. From Ottawa, you can see if there's any passengers that you like, and you can drop them off at Thunder Bay on your way back. Getting a little crowded in through here. Yes, yes it is. Let's put some more track out through here like this. Pullman and Carnegie, what are they worth to us? Buy some more stock. We're at 45. We made a nice jump that time. Higher passenger revenue, higher station revenue. Oh well, we'll take him. We'll take George Pullman and kind of finish this off. There we go. All right, we got our gold. It's just a quick recap. How did we do it? As started off with our short passenger lines, big cities, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Quebec, expanded and just kept working our way out, double tracking our way out, running more and more passenger lines, kept expanding all the way out here to Vancouver. And then we went back this way and ran our line all the way up here to Halifax and ran single passenger trains between Halifax and Vancouver because of the mountains that they had to cross so that they could keep moving. And they all made good money and got that haul 6 loads task done across the country. And then to get our 50 million, we basically had our good passenger revenue set up, and then we went into steel and goods. So we started hauling coal and iron to steel mill here. We hauled the steel to a tool and die company right here, which should be making us good money. And then we hauled the goods all over the place. And let's just see what that meant to us in terms of this Pullman guy. I mean, 25% higher passenger revenue, 5% higher station revenue. Wow. Okay. See what that meant to us on our balance. We had 18 million in cash, 13.5 million in buildings, 13 million in track. Those were the big contributors to our couple million in industries. And what about our income? Our income over the life of it, we made 51 million from passengers, 14 million from freight, and 22 million from our stations. But remember, we got into freight quite late. So if we look at the last 3 or 4 years, like 1883, okay, 33 million and 400,000. Then 3.5 and 1.4, and 2.5 and 2, and 3.3 and 3.2. You can see the freight was starting to catch up with the passengers a little bit, and that's as we got into it. So once you have, I think freight is hard to start with because of the investment, but and the timing of getting, you have to wait for the raw materials to be produced. But once you can get into it, you can run as much freight as you do passengers. So anyway, that was Crossing the Great Divide. I hope you enjoyed that, and hope you join us for our next one. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railroad Tycoon 2 Platinum video. Thank you.